All right, this right here is the Todra Gorge. This is the Todra River. We left Merzouga this morning around 10:30, 10:45, and now it's about 4 o'clock. We've driven quite a bit to get here, but it was pretty slow going. That's why it took so long. But we just started driving up towards the High Atlas Mountains, and then we started seeing this. This is just unbelievable. Look at this. Of course, it's pretty touristy. There's a lot of people selling stuff, and you know, there's a guy right here with a donkey who wants us to take a picture with the donkey for money, but we actually literally don't have any money. We are going up here to camp at a spot right off the side of this road. Hopefully it's supposed to be nice, but we don't know what it's going to be like, and it's wild camping, so we weren't anticipating on spending any money, so I hadn't gone to the bank yet to get more. We just stopped here for a little bit because we're just driving through and we can't believe what we're looking at. The further we drive into this gorge, the more amazing it looked. Good morning. As you can see, it is actually morning. It's not like 1 p.m., but I'm just turning on the camera. It is actually morning right now. I don't think it's even 8 o'clock, but it's not early for a lot of you, but it is early for me. I've actually been getting up around 7:30 lately. Ever since we were at the Sahara, I got up a few times to watch the sunrise, so now I've just gotten into this pattern, which is good because I'm getting up early. But on the other hand, when I go to bed early, I lose all of the TV show watching time that we have at night after the kids go to bed. That's not completely a bad thing, I guess, but we're not catching up on our shows. So we'll see. We'll see if I keep this pattern up or not. So as you can see, we're up in the mountains, sort of. Definitely not the desert anymore. We drove up the Todra Gorge along the Todra River 2 days ago, and we spent 2 nights at this open area right off of the side of the road next to a giant quarry. Well, I don't know what they're quarrying. Maybe just your general construction materials, I guess. And they're working like all day, all night. I mean, lights are on at night. They're working right now. They've probably been working, 24 hours, 3 shifts, I guess. But we don't really hear it when we're down there. But when you climb up a little bit higher, yeah, you can see all the action happening. We've been here 2 nights, like I said, and we're actually leaving today. From the looks of this place, it's actually really nice. If you just look, it's like open, kind of grassy, and there's a little well where spring water is coming out. And we use that water to like wash dishes and stuff, which is pretty cool because we don't have to use our good drinking water. And it just flows and flows and flows. We even washed a car while we're here, which is pretty cool too. But what would have otherwise been a perfect spot is marred by a couple of problems. Number one is the cell reception is not great. If you stand up on the hill over here, or if you're just outside, open, not inside the car, the cell's okay. But when you're inside, it just kind of cuts out and it gets really slow. I don't know what's happening. There's a village about 1.5 miles north of us. And I think the tower must be over there somewhere. So we can't really get a clear signal unless we're outside or slightly higher in elevation. So that's problem number one. I need to do work. I have a weekly meeting that I had to miss the other day. So I'm hoping that we can get to another spot. The reason why we're here, we'll go back a little bit. The reason why we're here is because it was getting a little hot down in the desert. It was going to hit almost 90, and maybe today or tomorrow it was going to be like the mid 90s, which is not cool for us. We don't have air conditioning. So we had to drive up in elevation a little bit. We're here at probably about 4,000 to 5,000 feet. So yesterday hit a high of 75. Today will be the same, but tomorrow it's going to drop. So yeah, it'll be good to kind of get out of here. Second reason is, even though it looks pretty peaceful right now, it's just us and our friend Alex and Verena, who we met up at the cedar forests in the Middle Atlas. There are these kids from the village that come by every day. Every single day, multiple times a day. When we think they left, they come back like an hour later. Actually, not the same kids. There are these 2 kids that come by, and they're actually pretty cool. They're these local Berber village kids, but these 2 kids come by, they just want to hang out, and they ask for some oranges or bananas because they're hungry. I'm guessing they don't get enough food. They only speak French, Berber, and presumably some Arabic. But then these other kids come. There's a group about like 8 of them. They give you no personal space. They just stand there and they stare. And then every now and then they'll stick their hand out and ask for money. I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior. It's not a solution for their lives. They got to do something for it too, right? They got to like bring us some bread or do something for money. And it's not easy for you to just kind of say, hey, go away, go away. They just stand there awkwardly for hours sometimes. And then, as you think they're walking away, they're just like going off near the bushes and then like sitting and staring. So it's pretty awkward. It is, it makes you uncomfortable. I can't get any work done when I know there's just people like not too far from us staring, watching everything we do. And then every now and then they'll like walk awkwardly close around the car, staring, just walking around, circling, and then they'll go off and do something else, and they'll come back and they'll do it again. So yeah, it's not great. So today we've decided to move, and I think we're gonna go. So the way where we are right now, we're in the south side of the High Atlas Mountains. If we keep driving up this way, it's a pretty slow, narrow road going up it, and quite a bit of elevation climb. We'll get to about 7,000 feet, maybe 7,500 feet. You can go even further if you want, and I think it goes up. The peak of the High Atlas is something like 12 or 13,000 feet. So pretty high, snow, you know, all that stuff. But not here. Here, we're mainly here to see the two river gorges. Todra Gorge is where we came up. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Touristy. In the last 5 years, it's kind of gotten really bad tourism-wise, and they've not done a great job of preserving the place. It's kind of a free-for-all, you know. There's no like plan yet, but hopefully the royal government will come up with something to help preserve the gorge. And then you come up to this town near the top at 7,500 feet, and then you make a kind of a sharp left turn and you go down the other gorge, which is the Todra Gorge, and that's where we're headed. We're going to go up, and then we're going to make a sharp left, and we're going to come back down to the foothills of the Atlas Mountain, high Atlas Mountains again on the south end, and we'll come down along the other river gorge, the other famous one. It's called Todra Gorge, and that's supposed to have some really cool, stunning hairpin turn roads that kind of take you down. We shall see. I'm looking forward to that, but it's going to be slow going. We will probably, not sure yet, but this is just a tentative plan. We will probably drive up, either stay on top for the night somewhere, or head down to Todra Gorge and stay somewhere along the way, on the way down. That's tentatively the plan anyways. Well, we're going to try to get a fairly early start today, so we have plenty of daylight to do that, and hopefully wherever we get to, we have good internet connection. But anyways, I'm going to go down there. I think Marlene's made me some coffee. Drink some coffee and start to get ready. These Berber ladies, they were here yesterday too. They're in the bushes over there now. I think they're collecting some kind of foliage and then sticks of wood, maybe for cooking. But yesterday about like 6 of them came, and they were just working this hill for hours, and they came back with just huge bundles of wood and leaves on their backs. Here's the little well with water coming out of the ground. Not exactly sure where it comes from, but it just comes out and then it flows through there, goes down, and then kind of irrigates something down the way, I guess, but it just flows and flows. Yeah, there's a pipe or some kind of source in there somewhere, flows out. But the locals drink this water. I wouldn't drink this water. Smells a bit. The goats and sheep, they come and drink it. In fact, the goats and sheep come every day and just graze this area, drinks the water, and go on their way. Here's the little wash. Maybe the water flows just during the spring, or maybe, I don't know. It is the spring now. There's no water. But maybe during the rainy season, whenever that is, water flows. But right now it's just dry. The first night we were here, there were these 4 French camper vans that came. One of them hung up some clothes to dry across the wash, but looks as though they forgot to take it down, and now there's just this clothesline here with pins, which I don't know what they plan to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it down so it's not just hanging here. Yeah, these people came and left. A lot of these people are just here for like a short, a few weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, but they got to keep moving. This is kind of also a hangout for a lot of the local adults in the village, like the dudes specifically. There'll just be dudes from the village, Berber guys, driving up here, parking their car, and they'll just come out and drink tea. They'll make tea from this water over here. There's also some dudes here drinking like home brew, like hard stuff, homemade, and then smoke a little hashish, which is popular around here.
I made coffee.
You did?
Yeah,
Mine's ready too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I dump this out? There's already 2 Berber ladies collecting branches and stuff over here. Already. I was up there and I was like, what's this sound coming out of the bushes? Are those kids back? And I see them like collecting.